So here are the different kinds of mixtures. Mixtures can be exist in different types like homogeneous solid mixtures, alloys, heterogeneous solid mixtures, charcoal and salt. These are the different examples. You can go through it. Homogeneous solid and liquid mixtures, common salt in water. When we mix common salt in water, understood? When you mix common salt in water, there is no need of differentiating or separating it, because when we mix up the salt in water, it doesn't require to separate. We can find only a single phase, that is nothing but a plain water. Unless we'll taste it, then only we can come to know that the salt is mixed up with water. Okay, heterogeneous solid liquid mixture, sand in water. Solid liquid mixture, sand in water. Okay, homogeneous liquid. When liquid is mixed up with liquid, if it is homogeneous, example alcohol in water. When you mixed up water in alcohol or alcohol in water, we can't differentiate the water and alcohol separately. Understood? So it's kind of, and we can also give the example like milk in water. Milk in water. Understood? Heterogeneous liquid, oil in water. If you have taken oil, both liquid and liquid, for example, oil in water. So when the oil is mixed up with water, we can find only the layer at the top of water. That is nothing but oil in water. Heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous liquid and gas. Sulfur dioxide in water, for example. Have you know carbonated drinks? What are
like 7-Up, Coca-Cola?
Very good. All these are considered as carbonated drinks. In that liquid, the gas is filled up. So we can't separate the gas from the liquid, or we can't know that the gas is mixed with liquid. It is homogeneous in nature. Understood or not?
Understood, ma'am.
Yes. Homogeneous gas and gas. Homogeneous gas and gas, air. Separation of solid mixtures, hand picking. You know, no? Solid sand from rice. Okay. Rice is added with grains or different components. Yes, Mamta?
Ma'am, also sieving.
Yeah.
Ma'am, so like because instead of hand picking, since it's a more tough job, so people generally sieve it these days.
Yes. Hand picking is like the tidiest thing. So they have gone with the different techniques. But hand picking in general, domestically, if we go with hand picking, it's a simple technique. Whenever we'll select grains or rice, generally we'll go with hand technique. We won't use any machines to separate it. Yes. So hand technique, we can say simply it's a primary technique. So it can easily separated by picking up the unwanted things from the wanted.
Ma'am, can I ask one thing?
Yes, dear.
Ma'am, last day my mother was putting the rice in water, and after that, she in a cotton towel she poured that water and the rice, and she took that towel with rice. Which process is that? Is that filtration?
Yes, 100% it's a filtration. Why? Because she separated solid from liquid. That solid is not, that liquid is nothing but starch. Am I right? That's a starch. So definitely filtration we can do. If your mother won't use by cloth or any other thing, we can use sediment decantation also. What do you mean by decantation? Without disturbing the rice, we just slanted the vessel so that the starch will separate.
Yeah.
Gradually, that process known as decantation. When your mother is used the cloth, definitely it comes under filtration. Understood? In general, when we want to separate the rice from starch, we'll select what we'll select? We'll select decantation process. Okay. So when your mother is used that the cloth, in the sense it's compulsory, it's like 100%, it's a filtration process. She filtered the liquid starch from the rice. Understood?
Okay, ma'am, understood.
Separation technique. Very good, Neha. So threshing also we have observed to separate the grains from the straw. Threshing can undergo with the 3 different processes. One is with the manually, the other one the machine used to separate the grains from the stalk, and the other one is what is the other one?
Other one with bullock.
With cattle.
Bullocks,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, it's a cattle. Yeah, cattle. So when the cattle stands on the stalk, so that with that heavy load, the grains will be separated with the stalk. So among all the 3 process, the middle one with the help of machine easily within the span of time, we can easily separate it. Okay. Next. So winnowing. What is the next process? Winnowing, the process of separation of lighter and heavier particles from the mixtures by wind or blowing air is called winnowing. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This also we have observed. I have shown you the videos. Sieving. Sieving is used to separate the substances that are having heavier sizes. So definitely we can use the sieving, especially when your mother is used to purify the wheat flour. She'll use the sieve to separate any unwanted particles present over, so that she'll use the sieve and separate the heavier particles from the wheat flour. Okay, so when we take it, we may feel the disturbance while eating. So definitely she'll go with the sieving process to separate the unwanted things. Okay. Next one, magnetic separation. This method is used to separate the components if 2 components are present in it. If one of the component is magnetic in nature, definitely we'll select with magnet. Okay, here yes, dear.
That
Yes.
in the ebook home exercise I was doing in at home, in that I found like which of the following methods would you use for separating iron from sulfur particles? There are options as magnetic separation, filtration, churning, and distillation. It's magnetic separation, right?
Definitely.
And the answer given is filtration.
No, it's not. How can filter it, dear?
Ma'am, but in the answer given is
No. Answer is magnetic separation only. Why? Because if I want to take sulfur and iron, so if I'll add water to it, for example, sulfur. So it's a magnetic separation because iron is a magnetic component present in it. So it's a completely like 100% magnetic separation only. This type of magnet is a horseshoe magnet and this is a bar magnet. Okay, so this is sulfur powder and this is iron powder. So it's a simple mixture. Any proportions you can take and place the bar of iron near to it, so that to that magnet, iron is completely attracted to that magnet. So what will be the leftover in the watch class? Sulfur. Yes.
Ma'am, please cross-check that and change that, because the answer key given for that is filtration. I got confused when I saw that.
Yes, dear.
Ma'am, can I say something?
Yeah, you can.
Ma'am, iron plus sulfur is iron sulfide, right?
Yes. Iron plus sulfur gives rise to iron sulfur in case of compound, non-heating. If you won't heat anything about iron and sulfur, so what happens is simply just a mixture. Understood? Yes. There is no formation of iron sulfur there. Because when you heat the mixture, then only it converts to iron sulfide.
Yes, ma'am, but if you don't heat, the particles stay, but if you heat it, it like sort of mixes all out.
Yes, it's just a mixture. Its properties retains. That's why when you place the bar magnet, so you can easily see that separation of iron from sulfur, no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Next. sublimation. So you know, have I shown you the video sublimation before? Have I?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So what do you mean by sublimation? The solid converts to
Liquid.
Ma'am, it converts to gas.
Gas. And gas to solid.
Solid.
There is no formation of liquid over. Liquid
Yes,
is
ma'am.
completely.
So gas to solid is called deposition, right?
Yes, gas to.
Gas to solid is deposition and solid to gas is sublimation.
Both are sublimation only, dear. Like decomposition in the sense deposition. Deposition will take place.
Yes, ma'am. I'm saying that gas to solid is deposition, but solid to gas is sublimation.
Yes, but the meaning both we can give the separation technique like sublimation only.
Ma'am, can I ask one thing? In the given figure, they are showing like ammonium chloride salt. Then they are showing more solidified ammonium chloride.
Yes.
I didn't understand. Both are the same thing. Then why they have to heat it and do it? Other example too.
Yes, the same sublimation process we can do with iodine also. The same sublimation process we can do with the anthracene also. The same sublimation process, the setup and everything is still same, but we can change the sublimized salts. What are the sublimized salts we have discussed, children? What are the sublimized salts we have discussed?
Ammonium chloride.
Yeah.
Does ammonium chloride and sublimated salt?
Ammonium chloride
is a sublimated salt.
Yes, solid CO2. Solid CO2 is nothing but dry ice. Solid CO2 is nothing but dry ice. Okay, next iodine, camphor, naphthalene. We have seen in the sublimation is nothing but to separate the sublimized substance from the volatile substance. So this sublimation is especially like I have shown you the sublimized salts. So you can find the sublimized salts on the board like ammonium chloride, solid CO2, iodine, camphor, okay, naphthalene and anthracene. All these comes under sublimized salts. Yes.